Welcome, yogis, as you join. See this lovely Friday. It's not raining. The sun was out for a moment earlier while I was teaching my earlier class. Um, Hope you make it today. I'm looking to see as people join and check in, say hello. Let me know you're out there. And let's see. We'll see who gets here. Guys, leave that kitten alone. Hi Jean. Hi Cindy. Hi Joanna. So good. Hi little doggies. Hope everybody is well today. I'm feeling a little stiff. I know it's the weather. Whenever it gets kind of rainy and cloudy and all of that, my joints get a little cranky with me. So I'm usually very happy to move and practice, especially in this chair yoga practice. So welcome, welcome as you join. Hi, Barbara and Ron and LJ. So good to see you all. And again, just check in as you get here, just so I know you're out there and that you're enjoying classes. And I miss you all and can't wait to find time to see you in person, get some outdoor yoga going. We're working on it. Let's see what else I want to tell you. Hi, Jan. Jan's out there. Hi, Jean. So good to see you, and Cindy. And Joan, wonderful, and Carl. So I'm gonna take this. Oops, sorry, guys. I have today. Good, this is great. As you all join, I can see you. Barbara and the Priscos, welcome, welcome. All right, so I have today another poem. I haven't done a poem in a couple weeks, so I just gonna find it. It's on my phone. Thought it was so lovely. There it is. There it is. There it is. So as we take a moment today just to settle in, right? So I always want to remind you endlessly, if you're in bed and need to stay in bed, obviously you can do so much of this practice from there. If you're on the couch or if you're in a big cozy chair instead of a chair like this, same thing. I just want you to get some movement wherever you can into your body. And also that movement of the mind, right? That moving from that very kind of monkey mind. I was saying earlier that, you know, these last months we've brought up so many different emotions, but you know, it's been a wave of emotions where, you know, you're kind of on this roller coaster And then suddenly you realize, wow, now I'm feeling that, or this is my journey. Now, I'm feeling a little bit of that sadness come in, while maybe prior I didn't feel that as much. So just really, this practice of yoga is so remarkable in that I'm so grateful for it. As you all know, I'm such a yoga geek and fan, and it literally is my life, right? Um, and I just feel so endlessly grateful that I can notice what's going on, right? Or feel that an emotion is coming up, and just pause and sort of look at it, and even wrap my arms around it and kind of give it a hug, right? Or give myself a hug, and just embrace what it is I'm feeling. And I was saying before, embrace being human, right? As humans, we have so many different emotions, love and anger, and sadness and joy, and resentment, and empathy, all these different emotions, and you can have them all in a matter of a split second. And to be able to recognize them and observe them and not get too, easier said than done, caught up in all of them, right? And we all, I think, have experienced those times when we're just all into our heads and into emotion and very reactive to what we're feeling. Even sometimes with like joy and happiness, we kind of react, into that as well. And sometimes, I have such high energy, so sometimes I can be very like reactive to that and not be as considerate to maybe others that are like, boy, I wish she'd quiet down, or whatever it is. But I just think this practice of yoga lets us reflect and pause, and teaches us so much about being kind and loving to ourselves as human beings as we walk this journey of life. And boy, it's not easy, but and as I said, for me, lots of different emotions these last couple of weeks, and just embracing them and taking them, as another experience of life. Like, how can I walk gracefully and with honor to myself, and to those that are around me that love me? And it's a different perspective, and it's a beautiful perspective when we can shift these challenges that keep coming at us and look at them, differently. So, la la la. So as I refind this poem, definitely want you to just take a moment, drop into your seat. A little bit of a shifting if you're in the chair, if you're in bed, just a little rocking side to side. Move the head a little bit. Yeah. And just let yourself drop in. Shoulders melting down away from the ears. And let the neck be long and that spine be long. And just notice the breath. Notice it filling up and softening out. So this inhale and this exhale. No right or wrong. And just feel yourself dropping into this present moment, the only moment we have, right? If we're in all of those emotions, we just endlessly miss the moments, right? So when we can release that and be present and just grateful and in a heart space, it shifts everything. Where the birds dream. Here, where the birds sing me back from a land of shadows. Where the scent of a rose washes my face and the yellow iris reaches out to me as I step slowly by. Here I am dreamed into being and drawn out of my stupor and shown for a moment the secret of life and death, and told in a whisper the truth of passing and beginning. Here now the flowers, some fading, some in full bloom. Tomorrow's fruits are forming, and the birds are in the trees. And I am here walking. Just let yourself stay with that. Let yourself breathe in and out. Feeling the words maybe of the poem. Feeling the breath as it comes in and comes out. As we drop into our bodies, our minds, this beautiful space of here and now. Just let each breath open you up, lift you up. And just follow the breath for a few rounds here. No particular right, no wrong. Let's feel the breath into that back of your body, the spine, the shoulder blades, the shoulders, the neck. And feel it into the front of the body, the belly, the ribs, the heart space, the tips of the shoulders. And just soften into the breath. Again, reaching into the breath, but softening into that beautiful space. And then bringing these palms together at your heart center and just bow your head to your fingertips, bowing that mind down into your heart, allowing yourself to ground there, to feel a space of balance. And then lifting your head, we're going to take this right hand to the left knee, and left hand's going to come to the waist. We're going to sit a little bit taller, take a small twist, not a huge one, and then we're going to tuck the chin slightly, draw the belly in, and tuck the tail, and just round in a little bit. So you're going to feel that along the right edge of your body. And we're going to take about 5 breaths there. Inhales and exhales, and letting each exhale allow you to drop into that space. Good, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, draw the belly button in and up, begin to lift that head, and then come through center, placing the hands onto the tops of the thighs or even cupping the knees. We're going to inhale into that cow, opening up our chest, and then exhale, rounding back into that cat. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. And then inhale, come back to neutral. Nice long spine, shoulders over the hips. Left hand's going to find the outside of that right knee. Right hand's going to find the hip. We're going to inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, take a little twist. It doesn't need to be huge today. And then we're going to tuck the chin, tuck the belly, and reach into the back of the body. Good. Take your time. Yeah, so it's just subtle. Belly button draws in. We're kind of rounding over the outer edge of that right thigh. You're going to feel this into the left edge of the body. Good. Taking about 3 more breaths here. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slowly draw the belly in, tuck the chin, and then roll up. The head lifts up, and then we're going to come back through to center, placing the hands on the knees. We're going to move into that cow pose. Heart lifts, tail reaches behind. And exhale, rounding into that cat pose. Beautiful. Coming back, nice long spine. Nice and neutral. And from here, we're going to take this right arm, reach it up to the sky. And then we're going to place that palm onto our heart center. And then from here, we're going to begin to take a little bit of a twist as that left hand slides to that left hip. Go ahead, take a twist. And again, inhale. And exhale, a little deeper of a twist. And then take that right hand, bring it down onto the outer edge of the knee, grow long, take it a little deeper. And exhale, gaze over that left shoulder. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back through to center. We're going to take another sequence of that. Inhale to cow. Exhale, hollow out to cat. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. Back nice and neutral here. Shoulders over the hip. And then that left arm reaches for the sky. And then bring that left palm down onto your heart space. And then slowly begin to twist to the right as that right hand begins to slip to the hip. Belly draws in and just feel that twist, right? Feel yourself within this twist. Breathing in and out. Taking the breath, feeling life, right? Not letting it take us, but just feeling. One more breath like this. Beautiful. And then this left hand slides to the outer edge of that right thigh. Take an inhale to grow long, and then take a little bit more of that twist as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Beautiful. Slow and controlled. We slide back to neutral. Palms onto the knees. Take an inhale into that cow. Exhale into that cat. Beautiful. Come back nice and neutral. And from here, we're going to take both arms. We're going to reach them up to the sky. And bring the palms together. Exhale down into your heart space. Bowing down, honoring that beautiful space within. Two more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bowing down. One more. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bowing into that heart space. Beautiful. From here, sweep the arms up, nice and long. We're going to hook those thumbs. Yeah, take a breath. Inhale. And then over to the right as you exhale. Just get that nice edge, that left edge of your body. Take your time. Don't force it. One more breath here. Beautiful. Come back through to center. Switch the hook of the thumbs. Take a breath. Inhale. And then over to the left as you exhale, breathing into that whole right edge of the body. Good. Two more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back through to center. Release the thumbs. Turn the palms out, kind of brushing the sides of the earth or the room with your fingertips, bringing them down alongside your body. We're going to take and circle these shoulders one direction. Yeah, whatever direction you're taking, we're doing that. Hi, little girl. Just feel the nice movement. Get lost in it a little bit. Listen to, if you can, more my voice than the visual. One more time. Circling. And then switch directions, heading the other way. Good. Movement, soften the neck. Good. Beautiful. One more. Perfect. And then from here, arms are down alongside. They're going to stay there for a moment. And we're going to take these hands and we're going to circle. If you can, circle both at the same time. If you want, do one at a time. Just whatever feels right to you. Nice, feels good. And again, this weather, this dampness and humidity, I really want us to just move slowly, not get too heated, and just let each part of our body open up. Good, switch directions on the wrists. Yeah, should feel good. 2 more, a little bit of effort, I know. It's like, oh, good. And then from here, just gonna take these palms, and we're gonna open them up. So really just get a nice stretch of the palms, and then allow the hands to kind of draw in, making a fist. And again, be mindful I have trigger finger in one of my fingers, so sometimes unraveling doesn't work, but also if you have some arthritis, you don't wanna go too harsh into this, right? And then slowly just open back up. And again, we're gonna just draw the fingers in, maybe making a fist or something that's right for you. And then open back up, nice stretch of the palms. And again, draw the hands in, nice fist if you got it. And then open back up. Good. Then from here, we're gonna take these hands, bring them down, and we're gonna give them a nice little shake. So again, this can be as vigorous as you like it to be. Again, just getting the blood moving, and if it feels okay, you can make funny sounds, and you can lift the hands over your head, and you can bring the hands down. Good. You can take them out to the side, and then again, we're gonna bring them down, and then just let them be. Close your eyes. Feel the tingling into the fingertips, into the arms. Find that breath. Beautiful. Good. Now, from here, hands come back down onto the knees. We're going to bring these knees a little bit wider, not a whole bunch, but just a little bit. Placing the hands there, we're going to lean forward slightly, so it's that long spine, right? So feeling that long spine, just rock a little bit side to side, loosening up the lower back. Nice. And then from here, again, staying forward, pushing into the hands, tucking the chin, tucking the tail a little bit. You're kind of really getting into those shoulder blades. Yeah, it's kind of like that cat pose, but we're a little bit more forward, a little bit more focused into the back of the neck. One more breath. And then slow, we're going to lift the chin, so lengthen that spine out again, shoulders melt away from the ears. And then from here, if it feels okay, just slide those forearms down onto the knees. Keep the feet wide. And if that's too much, just bring the hands back and stay here, right? Don't go so low. And the same thing, we're just going to rock a little bit, side to side. Yeah, loosening up the lower back, loosening up the shoulders and the shoulder blades and that space into the neck. And then neutral spine, we're just going to kind of push out of the forearms, tuck the tail a little bit, tuck the chin, breathe into the neck and shoulders. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Draw the belly in and up. And then begin to lift that head, so that nice long spine again. And then hands slide back to the knees. And then begin to lift yourself up. Good. Nice. Just notice how you feel. And from here, we're going to take this right arm, and we're just going to begin to lift it out in front. And then we're going to lift it up to the sky. And then we're going to take a little bit of a cactus arm, and just notice how that feels into the shoulder. And then we're going to just extend this right arm long again. And then cactus it again. Again, opening it up, belly draws in and up. And again, take it long. And then cactus. Good. Now, this time we're going to take it long, and we're going to kind of begin to take it into the cactus, but we're going to keep extending that arm behind us, and then sweeping it down, front, and up. So that's our movement. Just really gentle on the shoulder, right? Don't overdo. Bend the elbow a little bit. Arm reaches behind. And then you begin to sweep it up. Good. And again, bending that elbow, opening up a little bit behind you. And then down and up. Keep it up for a moment. And again, we're going to take that palm now and bring it into that heart space. And we're going to take the opposite palm, bring it into that heart space. And we're just going to bow in. So as you do, a little bit of that dropping of the chin, a little humility, right? As we just come back into all that is, right? This walking through the world, right? And allowing ourselves to feel it, to be a part of it, without letting it take us. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly hands come down and we lift back up. So shoulders over the hips. We're going to come to the other side. So as we do, we're going to take this left arm, bring it down alongside our body, and we're going to begin to reach it out in front and then up to the sky. And then we're going to find that cactus arm first, right? So just notice as we open up the front of that left shoulder, the muscles kind of engaging slightly into the back of the shoulders and shoulder blades. Nice lift of the pelvic floor. And then we're going to take that arm long. And then cactus. Take that arm long again. And then cactus. Feels good to loosen up my shoulders. 1 more inhale, nice and long. And then from here, as we move into that cactus, we're going to just take that arm a little bit behind us. Let the arm kind of drape. Take it slow so you can really honor your shoulder and not overdo it. Bring that arm down and then up. And then again, just begin to bend the arm, opening up a little bit the front of the body. Yeah, don't overdo. And again, 2 more like that, sweeping down and up. Draw the belly in, a little bit behind you. Nice stretch into the shoulders. Beautiful. Last one, taking it down and up. Bending the arm a little bit. Good. And then letting it sweep down. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to take this left hand, bring it onto our heart space. That right hand to follow, and then just let that head dip down again. So yes, I'm encouraging you to drop into that space of the heart, right? So allowing yourself to be kind of grounded with that and the breath through all that life keeps bringing at you, right? So we remain calm, we remain grounded. But also notice how this feels up the back of the spine, the shoulder blades, the neck. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. And then hands slide down to the tops of the knees. The heart lifts. And we're going to move into that cow pose. And then exhale into that cat pose. Should feel really good. 2 more. Lifting the heart into that cow. And exhale into that cat. Last one. Good. And then exhale into that cat. Good. Now from here, we're going to come sit nice and neutral. And I'm going to show you on the chair. I'm actually going to move my chair so you can see from the side. So I'm going to turn my legs to the side, and I kind of encourage you all to do the same. And then I'm going to take and lift the belly in and up, and I'm going to take and place the hands onto the back of the chair. So as I do, we're lengthening, right? And then we're going to begin to take a twist here, kind of using the back of the chair to help you take that twist, right? So you're kind of drawing the hands, you're actually taking this front hand and kind of drawing it back and towards you, and the back hand, you're almost kind of pushing away. And then just let the shoulders melt. And we're going to take 2 more breaths. And again. One more breath. Beautiful. Now, from here, come out of it just a little bit, so out of that depth of the twist. And then I want you to tuck the chin and tuck the tail and just lean back a little bit into it, right? But it comes from a core that's connected. And just breathing, another sort of bowing down. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then begin to roll yourself back up. And then slowly releasing. So keep the legs as they are to the side. And we're going to take this outside arm and we're going to lift it up to the sky. And this back arm can be on the chair, draped over, whatever feels right to you. And then we're just going to take it over. So coming back to a side stretch here. Good. And then come back up. Again, coming into a nice side stretch into the whole outer edge of your body. And back up. Good. 1 more. And back up. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take this hand, bring it back down to the waist. And if it feels okay, we're going to begin to take this outer leg and we're going to just walk it behind us a little bit. So you might shift a little bit more to the edge of the chair. Be really careful about doing that. And the toes can be curled under or released, whatever feels right. And just be very mindful of the front of this hip, right? This stretch into the quad. So if that feels okay, work with it. If it doesn't, just bring the foot back. We want to be really safe, especially since I'm not there to tell you, no, don't do it like that. So I just want you to be really careful that you're being connected to what's going on in your body. Now, from here, we're going to take this outer arm and we're going to lift it up. And then same thing, we're going to bring it down onto the back of the chair. So both hands are now back on the chair. We're going to grow long and then slowly begin to take a little twist here. So you might begin to feel that a little bit more into the waist, into that front thigh. Just be really mindful. Taking 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And then slowly we're going to unravel. Good. So helping this leg slow come back. Yeah, give it a little shake. Good. And then from here, I'm just going to switch my chair so we can do that same sequence the other side and you can see me. So just switch, coming to the other side on your chair, just shimmy around. Soles of the feet on the earth if you can. And again, if you're in bed, just modify these shapes, get any movement in. Remember, any movement's better than no movement, right? So as we sit tall here, take your time. Get length into the waist. We're going to take that outer hand. It's going to slip onto the chair. That back hand might shimmy over a little bit. We're going to grow long. Belly button draws in and up. And again, begin to take a twist. So noticing that back hand actually kind of pushes the chair away. That front hand draws it in. Take your time with these twists to just connect, to understand your body. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, just going to soften out of it just a little bit, not too much. And we're going to tuck the chin, tuck the tail, and we're just kind of sitting back into it, right? Using the chair to help us stay balanced. And just breathe up the spine, shoulders, neck. Good. Take a few more breaths. 1 more breath here. Beautiful. Draw the belly in and begin to sit tall again. Good. And then from here, come back, neutral spine. Take a moment, right? Find that space. That back hand's going to rest onto the back of the chair, and this front hand's going to kind of I'm going to say dangle low for a moment. And then again, we're going to lift the belly button in and out. Take this arm, sweep it up, and then take it over. I just want you to feel the shape, that outer edge of the body. Yeah, nice stretch. Good. And we're going to add this movement as we move with the legs in a second. Good. One more breath. Feels good. And then coming out of it, that hand comes down. And then from here, that hand can slide to the waist. And this outer leg, we're going to just begin to take it behind us a little bit. And I kind of shimmy to the edge of the chair, but really, really mindful of how this feels, one, in your hips and two, in your knees. I do not want this to be causing you pain or discomfort. If it is, just bring the foot back down on the earth, please. Really important. And then as you sit tall here, take a moment, just notice what's happening into your body. We're going to take this arm, this outer arm, reach it up to the sky. And then we're going to just cross it over. Belly draws in and up, and it finds the back of the chair. Same shape we did, maybe a little deeper with those legs as they are. Begin to twist to the back so that front hand kind of draws you into the twist. That back hand helps stabilize you. 2 more breaths. Just be mindful you don't go too crazy deep. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then ever so slowly, really important to be slow, we move out of this and then slide that back foot forward again and just pause. Notice how you feel. Big twist, so I hope you didn't overdo it. And then from here, I'm just going to shift my chair back. Good. Try not to step on the dachshund. And as we sit tall, we're just going to take that right foot, roll to the ball of it, and make some nice circles at the ankle. Now you can always lift the leg up as well, whatever feels right. I just want to get some nice movement into these feet before we come up to standing. Get the blood flowing, so switch direction. Perfect. Good. And then just take and slide that right leg long and just flex the foot, sit tall, and then point the foot and just notice some nice calf, ankle, shin space. And again, 2 more. Flex and point. Again, 1 more. Flexing that foot and pointing. Beautiful. And then just slide that right foot back in, and we're going to do the same thing. Make some nice circles with that left ankle, one direction. Good. And then the other. Good. Getting some nice movement into the ankles and the feet, and then slide that left leg long, sit a little taller, flex the foot, and then begin to point the foot. You should feel that up the calf, up the ankle, should feel good. The shin, flex, and point. Again, flexing that foot and pointing that foot. Really nice. And then slide that foot back. And from here, we're going to get that option to come up to standing. Again, you can stay in your chair. We're going to do some of these same kind of similar motions, adding on. If you're in bed, again, any movement is better than no movement. And always remember these muscles of the cheeks are really important. So trying to smile every now and again at my bad jokes is always a good thing. So as I come up, I'm going to move this chair to the front of my mat. And if you're doing that, really want to make sure that you keep a nice sturdy chair, right? So that it's not slipping out from under you. I'm going to move it over so I don't step on this little girl. And then standing tall here, I'm going to turn to face you. I want us to bring the feet a little bit wider. Yeah, so we get a nice solid stance, and then let the knees soften a little bit. And again, you can keep one hand on the chair, or you can remove and have the chair just in front of you in case you need it for balance. So, but the movement is this. We're going to soften the knees, reach the arms up, and then a little bit of that cactus, but it's soft, just to bring the arms back down, okay? So we're gonna soften the knees, bend into it a little bit, reach the arms up, arms come down, little bit of a cactus, and then sweep again, right? Lifting up, and soften. 2 more, and dropping and lifting, right? Good, and 1 more. Should feel nice, a little bit of that movement. Good, then arms are gonna come down. And then we're gonna do just 1 more thing here. So imagine that you have a big hula hoop, right? And it's wrapped around you. And then from here, you're gonna take the hands, bring them maybe to the hips, and we're just gonna begin to circle as if you're trying to keep that hula hoop up. And so you're kind of bending the knees, be really mindful of the motion that you're making, and always remember to smile a little bit at yourself. Good. Yeah. 1 more this direction. And then we're gonna switch and head the other direction. And I'm just gonna warn you, the dogs are going to bark pretty soon because UPS is here with a delivery. And they can, yep, here we go. So just circle 1 more time. Okay, guys. Shh. 1 more time. Good. Nothing like home teaching. And then come back up to standing. And then from here, placing the hands onto the chair. We're going to take this right foot and we're going to step it back. So we're on the ball of that back foot. This front knee is going to bend and we're just going to roll up, right? So again, remember I said I just want to get some movement through the whole body, lifting the heel and dipping back down. So 3 more, nice energy. Don't overthink it. Good, 1 more. Perfect. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take this back knee and we're going to bend it a little bit and extend this front leg. And then sit back into that heel. I know it's a little awkward, but what we're trying to do is get a stretch into the right calf. So as you do that, just feel that back knee is bending a little bit, that front leg is lengthening, and you're sitting down into that heel, which is lifted. 1 more breath. Really nice, feels good. And then slowly come out of this, bending the front knee again. And we're going to bring that back heel down onto the earth. So look, we're moving into that warrior 2. Bring that hand to the waist, that back hand, front knee stays bent. And there's that chair right there for balance. Good. Nice. Come on in. They're done barking at the UPS man. Yeah, you proud of yourself? So as you find this stance here, this warrior 2, we're going to take this back hand and we're going to take and slowly sweep it up, yeah, and then over a little bit. Now here, this front hand can stay on the chair, the forearm can come down, you can bring this hand down to the top of your front knee or thigh, better, the thigh, or this top arm, it might come to that heart space, right? A little bit of that theme. You might just drop your head a little bit. Good, and just bow there for a moment. Just let yourself be in this honorable place, right? Allow yourself to be human with whatever feelings that you have that arise. Embrace them, love on them, and don't let them get too crazy, right? So that you can still be in that space of loving kindness. Beautiful. And then slowly begin to reach out of this. Good. We're going to take that back hand to the waist. And we're just going to reverse this a little bit. Belly draws in and up. That front hand can stay on the chair. Should feel good. And take another breath. You can see there's this nice kind of curve of the spine. We're not taking it into the lower back. We're taking it through the waist. Good. And then from here, we're going to come back. Good. And then if you have the space and you don't have a basset hound, you might step forward. I'll move over, Fred, don't worry, and come back up to standing. We know who's in charge of the house around here. And then from here, coming to the other side. So I'm just gonna take this over here. And we're gonna take that left leg back, and we're gonna start with that right knee bent, and we're on the ball of that left foot. Not that you can see it, but we are on the ball, and the heel is lifted. And we're gonna take those 5, just kind of rolling up over the toes, nice stretch, and then sitting back into the heel, and rolling up, and sitting back. Good. 3 more, nice energy into the feet, getting the blood moving. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to switch how these legs are shaped right now. So this front leg, it's going to go long, and this back knee, it's going to bend, right? And then from here, we're going to take a nice inhale to lengthen our spine, and then we're going to sit back into it a little bit. It's a big stretch into the calf. I'm trying to see if you can see it. Yeah, so that heel kind of drops down. Yeah, a little awkward. And then from here, you might reach again out of it and then sit back. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. And then from here, that front knee bends and that back heel comes down, and we revisit that warrior 2 shape, right? The hips are open, front hand stays on the chair, back hand, start with it on your hip. Take the gaze over, and then slowly, we're just gonna bend that front elbow, coming into a little bit of this side stretch. And here come those options. You can keep this hand right on the hip. You can sweep it up and over, coming into that side. Ooh, that's a good one. That hand can always come to the thigh, forearm on the chair. Whatever feels right, please make it yours. And then from here, you done? Julie Rose? Jillian. And then from here, if you like, for me, this is just about coming into that heart space. Yeah? Hand comes down. You might bow in a little bit. Notice where it travels in your body, just that kind of tucking in a little bit. And just feel, again, this sense of humility, right? Not such a bad thing. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly we lift up. Good. And then we take this back hand to the hip, and then we're just going to lean over that back shoulder. So that that reverse warrior. Front edge of the body. 1 more breath. Good. Really nice. We're doing amazing work. So from here, hands come back down to the chair. We're going to roll to that back foot. But this time, if it feels okay, make sure the chair is sturdy, please. Step back to a downward dog. And don't overthink this dog. I want your feet a little bit wider. I want you to kind of more about wagging the tail side to side than kind of get some major, huge stretch. I want you to feel the body, loosen up the lower back. You can always be closer to the chair as well, right? You can always do this in the chair, maybe putting the fingertips on the dining table or on another chair. Whatever it is, make it yours. Let the head go. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then the gaze back out in front, hands to the chair, and just bring yourself back up to standing if you're in standing, or long spine if you're seated. Yeah, whatever it is for you. And then from here, we're going to see if this works, and come back round to seated. Yeah, good. I love my dogs, these babies. Oh my gosh. I know. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh my goodness. So I just put a picture of him yesterday on Instagram. I think after this class, I'm going to put, it's a little video. I'm going to put it on Facebook so you guys can see, because he is just so cute. And he just like made my heart open a little bit more last night by being the best bear ever. So good. So as we find our seat, revisiting it, just taking your time, sit tall here. And then from here, we're going to take these arms again down alongside our body. And we're going to take them out to a T. And then as we open them to a T, we're going to then take them up to the sky. Beautiful palms together. And then draw them into our heart space. And again, we're going to do that again. Arms come down alongside. We're going to take them out to the T. We take them up to the sky. Palms together. And draw into that heart space. One more like that. Arms to the side, out to the T, up to the sky, and palms together, down into that heart space. Beautiful. Now place these hands down onto the knees. And from here, we're going to take this right knee and we're going to lift it up. So you might shimmy a little bit further into the chair. You might take and use the support of the chair, or you might keep the foot onto the earth. Doesn't matter. I'm going to slip it up like this, hands behind it. Just make some nice circles of those hips today. So just trying to, again, touch base with all the bits and pieces, get them moving today. Switch direction, heading the other way. Nice, one more. Good. And then from here, another bit of those ankles, just because we don't want to get inflammation. We want to try and keep all of that moving, the blood moving. Good. Switch directions if you didn't in that circling. Perfect. Beautiful. And then bring this foot back down. We're going to just open this knee out to the side and then open up. So sit tall. Push that right hand into the right knee. Bring that left hand onto that heart space. Begin to just draw the belly in and up and open up, right? So just feel as you open up that heart. Take another breath. And again, last breath here. Beautiful. Now very slowly, belly draws in and up. We're going to turn at our waist. And we're just going to bow down, right, over that right knee. A little bit of a humble warrior in a sense as we just bow down. Honoring our lives, honoring our humanness as well. Good, one more breath. Love it. Tuck the chin, tuck the belly in and up. And just roll yourself up. Beautiful. And just feel for a moment. Bringing that hand down and walking this right foot back in. And that option here to take and cross the ankles or take that right ankle over that left knee and come into that space of seated pigeon. Number 4. Whatever it is for you, maybe you lean into it. Again, just be generous, be kind. Take your time. Just a few more breaths here, right? Maybe you take a nice exhale that relaxes you even more. Two more breaths. One more breath. Perfect. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Very slowly roll yourself up. And then placing this right foot back down on the earth, giving it a nice little rock, a little bit of love. And then coming to the other side, same option. Keep the foot on the earth or maybe draw it in, whatever feels right. And we're going to make some circles at the hip, one direction. Should feel good. And then switch, heading the other direction. I have to sneeze. Good. Nice. And then from here, we're going to just take a moment just to circle that ankle again, noticing again. We want to get the blood flowing, keep it flowing. And then switch the other way. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take this foot, bring it back down, and then open up that left foot to the side. So that right knee stays facing forward, and we're kind of open up to the side a little bit. Draw the belly in and up. That left hand inside of thigh, and this right hand, bring it onto your heart space, right? Just right there onto that beautiful space of love, of kindness. And begin to lift your belly in and up. Just take a little bit of a twist. Maybe the gaze softly goes up. Just opening up that heart. That's all we can do, right? Stay in that love and just keep opening up your heart. One more breath here. Draw the belly in and up. And then slowly we're going to take a little bit of a twist. We're kind of twisting to the left, but at the same point we're kind of dropping in. That left hand comes onto the top of the knee or thigh, bowing down. Taking your breath, noticing each breath, letting you release something, letting go of something. Good, one more breath here. Draw the belly in and up, and then slowly rolling back up, opening back up. And then bringing that left foot back in. Yeah. Sitting into that space, seated. And then we're going to take either cross that ankle over ankle, or we're going to slip it up and bring it to the top of that right knee. So just whatever honors your body, do that. Sitting tall, maybe a gentle rock side to side. And then from here, take a nice inhale. And you might take it deeper. It's up to you. You might fold into it a little bit. Just be very mindful of why, of how deep you're going, and just honor your body. Taking about 3 more breaths. One more breath. And then very slowly draw the belly in and up. And just roll yourself up here. Nice. Sitting tall, placing that left foot back down onto the earth. A nice little rock. And then here is that lovely option. You can stay in the chair. You can skedaddle to a couch. You can move down onto the floor, placing your calves over the seat of the chair, which I have shown you. Another great way to get the legs kind of higher than the heart, which I think is so important. If you move to a couch to do that, you can always bring the backs of the legs up onto a cushion or two, so again, they're lifted. Whatever it is for you, I encourage this for a few moments. We're going to take about 2 minutes, right? So, and you can always stay longer, because remember, I can't see you. So you can stay as long as you like. So for me, I'm going to actually sit back into my chair a little bit, just to give my lower back a break. And just let yourself quiet, let yourself settle here. Just notice how you feel after your practice today. And see, what part of it you might be able to take with you into your day, each day. Learning to live your practice instead of just having it be a little section of your day. And just that reminder to be human, right? To allow yourself kindness and forgiveness, but also to make sure that we don't get too in that monkey mind, right? The crazies of the mind. Calming the chaos in your soul, right? With love, with empathy, with honor, and humility. Just a few more breaths. And staying where you are, just softly bring the palms together to your heart center. Bow your head down to that loving kindness, that light within. And then taking a nice inhale as you lift your head. Exhale out through the mouth. And inhale together for Om. As we bow to the light that lives within me and within you. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. I hope you enjoyed class. Let me know if you did. And take a peek. I'll be putting a video of Freddie up because he was so cute the other day, so you can see it. And be well. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you on Monday.